everyone, I'm Mind, and I have a very exciting video for you all today because I just got a package in the mail. And in this package is a bunch of rare LEGO minifigure parts from both Ninjago and other LEGO themes. But as you can see a little hint of up here, it's mostly Ninjago. I also guess it's technically two packages with a small one right here, but that one's not as exciting. But yeah, of course, this is my latest order from LEGO's Bricks and Pieces services, which you guys may not know about because it's not something that LEGO really advertises a ton. But basically, it's a way for you to order individual pieces from LEGO sets to either build your own things or make your own minifigures. And for the longest time, Ninjago parts have not really been available on there. They used to be available in the past, but I think the last time that every single minifigure part was up was 2019. But since then, they haven't really been available, so I thought LEGO was just kind of done giving us Ninjago minifigures for cheap. But on October 1st of this year, I was pleasantly surprised to see they put a ton of new parts up, including pretty much every single minifigure part from Ninjago Dragons Rising, as well as almost every part from the Ninjago City Gardens, almost every part from the Ninjago City Markets, and almost every part from Ninjago Crystalized, too. So after seeing that, I had to place a very big order, so let's take a look at what's in this package. You can see I've got tons of minifigure heads, torsos, hairs, legs, lots of stuff to dive into, so let's just dump it all out and see everything that I got. Also, if you're wondering why there's two bags, it's because the new pick-a-brick system has bestseller parts and just standard parts. So for example, something like plain blue legs right here, that's considered a standard part, so they ship a lot quicker, so I got these like 2 weeks ago, and then these just arrived today. But yeah, I'm very excited to get this open, so let me just dump it all out. Wow, look at that pile, that is so exciting. Okay, so where to even begin? There's lots of stuff in here, so I should probably get it organized and get some of these minifigures built up. But right off the bat, you can see some of the parts of Camille, some of the parts of Detective Zane. Those are definitely the ones I was most excited for, as you will see in a moment. But yeah, lots of different parts from the Ninjago City Markets. I didn't get a ton from the Standard Dragons Rising sets, just because a lot of those minifigures did come in more than one set. But if you're like missing Wildfire, for example, she was available. I think she was a little more expensive for like $6, but that's still cheaper than $55 for a full set. Also, in terms of non-Ninjago parts, I got the heads from the Foosball table. These are a ton of just flesh-colored heads in multiple genders. There's also glasses, no glasses, beard, no beard, just tons of options. When that set was first revealed, I was like, wow, this is great. I really want to get these parts, but I don't want to spend $250 on a foosball table. But each of these individual heads was only 30 cents a piece. Anyway, I'll cut this video right here, put some of these minifigures together, and also organize the rest of the parts that don't get built into full minifigures, so then that way you can see everything a little more clear. And there we go, there is everything all put together and sorted out. And right away, you can see the thing that I got the most of are these three minifigures right here, Detective Zane, Camille, and Cyrus Borg. I might have gone a little bit overboard with these, but these are all exclusive minifigures to the Ninjago City Markets, and they're some of my favorite minifigures of the year. And these are also the kind of minifigures I don't expect to ever get in a set again or anywhere else. Like Camille and Cyrus Borg, maybe, like I think there's a small possibility, but Detective Zane is definitely going to remain exclusive to this set. And these figures were so cheap, I think the entire figure was like $3 US. So I was like, you know what, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, I don't know how long these are going to be in stock for, so I decided to buy 10 of them. I now have 11 total Detective Zanes, I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I'm very happy to have them in my collection. Same thing with Camille, she's one of my favorite elemental masters, but of course she wasn't made until this year. I was very excited to finally get one, but now I can have 10 instead. And once again, she was super cheap. I think like $3 or $3.50 for every single part. I also just think she's a really good minifigure though, and her parts could be useful for customs. So it's certainly one that I do not mind having extras of. And then of course, finally, of the characters that I got a lot of, I got Cyrus Borg because he's such an important character in the Ninjago lore and in the show. And we never got him until this year. Like, we've been asking for him for years, and he was near the top of my list of like most wanted characters ever. And then we finally got him this year in one $350 set. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna buy some extras because I want some extras for my collection. Because on the off chance that something bad happens to my one figure, I wanted to have extras of this guy especially, so now I don't have to worry as much about taking really good care of the one that I have. Now this guy was a little more expensive because of course he comes with this wheelchair, so if you want the entire figure including the wheelchair, I believe it was closer to like $5 or $6, might have even been a little bit more than that. So I decided to get 3 complete versions of this figure with the full wheelchair, 2 with the wheelchair but without the back wheels just because I have extras of those wheels from other sets, and then finally 2 more without the wheelchair, just have extras of this guy. I also think his face is really useful for customs if I want. Same thing with the torso piece. So overall in this order there's a total of 7 of them, plus 1 more for my own collection, so now I have 8 Cyrus Borgs total. So I might have gone a little bit overboard with those 3, but I don't know, I was really excited that they were available. But now let's take a look at everything else that I have here. These guys are really cool, the Imperium Claw Hunters from Dragons Rising. These are of course just the generic villains from the Dragons Rising wave, but they're not the most common in sets. I believe they only come in 3 sets. So if you want to actually army build these guys, you could do it for super cheap on Bricks and Pieces. Or actually, I think it's called Pick-a-Brick now, or Pick and Build. I forget what it's branded as nowadays. But yeah, about $3.50 for these guys, so I got a total of 2 of them. I would have gotten more, but I actually do have quite a few from sets, because LEGO is very generous in what they send to me. So I do have duplicate copies of a few sets from like some building challenges and whatnot. So I want some extras, but I didn't want to go crazy with it, though I could see myself maybe ordering more in the future if they stay available. Then you can see right here, I got 5 Dareths, except Dareth is looking a little bit bald, and that's because unfortunately his hairpiece was not available. However, his hairpiece is a fairly common part, I could get that elsewhere, but the really exciting part was that new exclusive torso for this set, so I want to get a couple extra copies of that, and I'll probably get the hairpieces off Bricklink eventually, or in a future Bricks and Pieces order if they ever restock it. Now this is pretty cool, I got 5 of the T-Vest vendor shirt from the Ninjago City Markets. Because, of course, the tea vendor in the Ninjago City Markets is based off Steep Wisdom, Sensei Wu's shop from Season 5, Possession. And in that season, the ninja all dress up in outfits to work the tea shop, and this isn't the exact outfit that they wear in the show, but it's the same color scheme, and a very similar logo, so I got 5 of this part so I can make Steep Wisdom versions of Kai, Cole, Jay, Zane, and Lloyd, to make them somewhat similar to how we see them in the show, which I'm actually very excited to do. Moving back a little bit, I also got 5 Borg store torsos. These are not for any character in particular, but of course you do get one in the Ninjago City Market set, and I just think this is a really cool torso part to have, because this is based off Apple Store employees, but it's for the Borg store instead, and if I ever make a bigger Ninjago City mock, I feel like these would be really useful parts to have just to add civilians to the city. And the torsos were like 80 cents a piece, so I wanted to get some extras. I didn't buy the full figure because of course the Borg store employee in the set's not like a specific character, so I could just use like my own head and hair parts for my own collection. But yeah, very excited to have extras of this one. And then behind that, I have some misdemeanor heads and hair pieces, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't really remember why I bought these. I was gonna buy the entire misdemeanor figure, but the torso I couldn't find on Bricks and Pieces. So I was like, oh, I guess it's not available, I won't get the figure, but it looks like I still decided to get 4 heads and hairs. I think it's probably because they were super cheap, like heads are 30 cents and the hair was probably, what, 50? But still, I don't know why I bought 4. I could see me wanting 1 extra, I don't know why I got 4 extra, I don't know what I'm gonna do with these. But hey, I mean, it's cool to have, I guess. Now this back here, this is actually really, really cool. I got 5 of Casual Aaron's legs from the Ninjago City Markets. Now the interesting thing about Casual Aaron is the leg piece is the only part that's exclusive, the rest of it is just his ninja suit and then his hairpiece. His hairpiece comes in plenty of sets, including Build a Minifigure at LEGO stores, and of course his suit comes in many sets. But yeah, of course this leg piece was exclusive to the $350 Ninjago City Markets. But I mean, it's accurate to the Ninjago Dragons Rising TV show. This is what Aaron wears throughout the entire first half of the season. So I always thought it was a little bit unfortunate that this was exclusive to a big set. I wish it was more accessible for younger kids. So now I could very easily make more copies of Casual Aaron to have in my collection. And the rest of the parts are on there too if you want to get them, but I have tons of Aaron's ninja suits, so I thought I might just modify them. But yeah, if you do want to get the entire Casual Aaron figure, you can. And then I didn't get Casual Sora because that's the exact same as a ninja suit, just with their hairpiece. But that hairpiece is also available at Build a Minifigure at LEGO stores, and I have plenty of that. So yeah, this was a very rare part that I can now get for very cheap. So I decided to stock up on a total of 5 of them. Then we have Blazy's shirt from the Ninjago City Markets, because of course it's a Bionicle shirt. I thought that was just the kind of thing I should get extras of. Don't have a ton to say about that, but yeah, it's a very fun print, cool reference to LEGO's history. So it's nice to have another way to get it. Then I got 3 Vinnies and 3 Gales. These characters weren't as exciting to me as like Cyrus Bork or Detective Zane, but I still wanted to get some extras of them, so here they are. Oh, I think I actually missed this guy, but we have Hound Dog McBrog as well. Just like Dareth, his hairpiece was not available. And he's not like one of my favorite characters of all time. He's from Crystalized, so I only got 2 extras of him. But once again, just super cheap. I think like $2.50 without the hairpiece. And he's an exclusive minifigure to a $350 Ninjago set. So I was like, even if I don't love the character, I probably should get some extras, right? So that's why I stocked up on these. And again, I could get the hairpieces elsewhere. I probably have some in my collection. And then finally, to end things off for the Ninjago parts in this video, I did get these right here, which I know is a lot again. But in addition to my 10 Detective Zanes, I also got 10 more Detective Zane heads. And that's because this is a really good face print for Zane. He's smiling, he's got one eyebrow up. Very expressive, but of course it's exclusive to one set, the Ninjago City Markets. And I just want extras of these to put on my other Zane figures in the future. Because unless Zane's redesigned anytime soon, these faces are going to be useful basically forever. And heads, as I mentioned, are super cheap, only 30 cents a piece. So I was able to get 10 of them for like $3. So I was like, yeah, why not? Very useful to have in my collection. And then a couple more extra Ninjago heads right here. I got a few Gales as well as one more Hound Dog McBrog. Gale's face print I feel like is just a really useful generic civilian face. Obviously it is Gale's face from Ninjago, but I wanted to get some extras because I really like the expressions on it. And then Hound Dog, I don't remember why I got extras of that. That might have been something they threw in accidentally. But I mean, I'll take it. I don't mind getting it here. So I think that's all the Ninjago stuff, but of course that's not everything in the haul. Oh wait, sorry, there's one more Ninjago thing. This right here, the Trans Orange Katanas. These only come in 2 sets in the Ninjago City Markets as well as the Rapton Polybag. But this is just such a cool recolor for this part, so I wanted to get more, and I think they were super cheap, like 11 cents maybe. No clue where I'm going to use them, but I think I got a total of 10 of them. But yeah, while we're in the middle, let's take a look at the rest of the face prints that I bought. And these are mostly from the Foosball table set as well as the Women of Soccer set. I forget what that one's called. But anyway, those were like basically the only flesh tone heads on the entire Bricks and Pieces. However, they're really good flesh tone heads because they're just sort of generic. They're not based off like one specific actor or anything. So they're amazing for customs, amazing to like create sig figs of real life people. And it includes some of the new skin tones too. Like I think this one and this one were introduced like within the last year, so there's not a ton of heads in that color. Most of them come from these 2 sets. So yeah, as you can see, I got a lot here. I got like 2 or 3 of each head, or one of the ones that I found less interesting. Like for example, this one has these orange glasses on, so it's not like super useful, so I only got 2. But yeah, I think I got 3 of all the interesting ones in the Foosball set, and then 2 of each of the heads from the soccer set. But yeah, here's a look at some of them up close. You can see there's a wide variety. We got male and female. This one's got a mustache, this one does not. And some of the heads are double-sided, though a lot of them are not. Here's the next one. Lots of really cool stuff in here. I really like this face print down here with the glasses. This one's got a hearing aid in, which is pretty neat. I really like this one with the freckles. But yeah, these are very expressive, very unique. I love them. And then we even have the vitiligo face at the top, which I very much appreciate having a cheaper way to get that one. But yeah, there's a quick look look at all those right there. And here's look at the ones from the other line I was holding. And then of course, yeah, there's alternate faces on some of these. Same thing with the other ones. Here's the next batch. Again, I think this face print's really good with the beard and the glasses. I really like this female face with the golden glasses too. They're honestly all really good. That's why I got so many. Like, these are genuinely so useful. And just like all the other heads I mentioned in this video, like 30 cents a piece, so that's why I got so many, because they were so cheap. And far cheaper than buying a $250 foosball set. This skin tone I guess had a lot, so let's take a look at all these. So we're starting off with the female faces here. That glasses one's really good. Some of the ones I don't like as much, like I don't love that mouth shape on LEGO figures, but I guess it's fine. And actually all of these have alternate faces here, which is very interesting. Super cool to see. Here's the male faces in that same skin tone. Don't love that guy, but I, for some reason, still got 3 of him. And then this glasses face, I actually don't know why I got 3 of it. I think that might have been an error, because I definitely did not mean to buy 3 of that face. Because it's fine for what it wants to be, but I really don't need 3 of a face with orange glasses on it. But sure, I guess. It's 30 cents. I'll take it. And then I guess these are the only light nougat faces I bought. I think this is probably from the soccer set if I had to guess. Not my favorite, not my least favorite. I think they're fine. Still useful to have. But then the most important headpiece that I got is this one right here, the lobster from Monkie Kid. These guys are so funny, and if you want to army build them, you can. Unfortunately, though, they are very expensive. I think this one part was $5, which is why I only bought one. But I was like, you know what? I have to get at least one extra. I have 2 from the Monkie Kid set. I wanted to get one more. If I had infinite money, I would definitely buy lots and lots and lots of these. Because come on, this is an awesome part. But yeah, for like $4.72 a piece, it really wasn't worth it to buy a ton. I pretty much only bought it to show you guys in this video. Only a few things left. I got a few of these snake pieces. These ones are in dark blue. I don't believe I've seen them in that color before. I forget what theme this is from. Maybe Harry Potter? But yeah, this is just the classic LEGO snake piece in the color. I hadn't seen it before, so I wanted to get a few because I love snakes, love Ninjago. Ninjago, of course, ties in with snakes a lot. I feel like it's just a useful part to have. Same thing in dark green, too. I'm like 90% sure this one is from Harry Potter, but this way I can have this without buying a Harry Potter set. And I got these smaller snakes in dark green, too. And then finally, I got a few interesting colors for hair pieces. This is Zane's Ninjago movie hair, but in orange. That, I believe, comes from the Foosball table set. Not sure how useful it is, but I thought it was an interesting part to have. This, I think, comes from the soccer set. It's the Queer Eye hair, but in pink. That is a really good hair piece. Not sure how useful of a part pink is, but I do like getting fun recolors. This is the Star Wars Finn hair in magenta, another just really unique recolor, again, I think from that soccer set. And then this is the Falcon hair in blonde, which is either from the soccer set or the Foosball set. Definitely very interesting to get. Then I got this piece from the big LEGO City set of this year. I do already have this piece because I do have that set, but I don't know, I just thought it was a really fun one, a lime green hairpiece. And it is just a newer hairpiece in general, which I believe was introduced with the LEGO BTS set. So I don't know, I just wanted an extra. Wasn't that expensive. And then finally, I got purple Classic Space air tanks, because I have purple Classic Space torso and helmet. I didn't have the air tanks yet, so I thought might as well throw it in so I can make a full classic purple spaceman. And there we go. I think that is everything for my Bricks and Pieces order. This was definitely not cheap. Like, I did buy a lot here, but it was a lot cheaper than it would have been otherwise, and I am very happy to have all of these figures. Not sure I'm going to do a 10 Detective Zanes, 10 Camille's, and 7 Cyrus Borgs, but I'm looking forward to having them in my collection, and I am so glad that Bricks and Pieces is back, because it's just a way to get cheap minifigures. But yeah, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, this isn't everything that's available. Pretty much every Dragon's Rising figure is also available. Most of the Crystalized figures are available. I think some are missing. Like, last I checked, Golden Oni Lloyd is up, but his helmet isn't, so you can get his mask, but not the helmet. And, like, Golden Dragon Zane is missing. But most of the other parts are there, so if you're, like, interested in any Crystalized figures for cheap, that is something you can do. And then, yeah, of course, Ninjago City Markets, as you see here, as well as Ninjago City Gardens. So yeah, if you're interested in any of this, or any of what I just mentioned, go check it out on LEGO's website. Oh, there's lots of other parts, too, from other themes, by the way, of course, like all the flesh tone heads. But then also, Monkie Kid is just all the lobster right there. I think pretty much every Monkie Kid figure was up from, like, the past year or two. LEGO City has pretty much every part, so, like, all the LEGO City animals are up. They're not the cheapest, but they are available. Just lots of options. I recommend you guys go browse it for yourself. But yeah, I'll link to the service in either the description or the pinned comment or both. But as for this video, I think that's about all I have to say. If you enjoyed this video, or if this video helped you, make sure to leave a like on it, subscribe to my channel if you're new, and let me know in the comments what you think of this haul. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.